Today I want to come before you with the word of God. So many people in these days they're struggling and they're thinking about the coronavirus and they have their hearts are with full of fear and everyone is afraid and troubled in themselves. And these days and there were no one who can help us. And so many people are focusing on doctors, some people are focusing on the medicines, and some people focusing on the virus and they're full of disturbed mind and they were full of in trouble. In this kind of situation, I want to bring to you a person into mind so that we can be strengthen ourselves. There is a person called Peter in the Bible, in the Matthew chapter 14 verses 22 onwards. In the story, we can see Jesus was fed 5,000 people a meal and he went to pray alone. But the disciples are in the boat at the midnight, and suddenly the weather was changed and everyone were so afraid. And the waves are so huge, the sea was totally troubled, and there were no one who can rescue them if the flood happened. And that time, someone is walking on the water, and the disciples saw and misunderstood that it is a demon or a ghost, and they crying and shouting, "Oh, what can we do?" But Jesus answered, "Do not be afraid, I am here." And the disciples were so amazed and they were so happy to see Jesus walking on the sea. But Peter, he jumped into the water asking God, "Lord, I want to come. Just I want to walk as you walked." So Jesus said, "Okay, come, Peter." And Peter was walking on the sea, and suddenly the waves arose. But up to Peter was focusing onto Jesus, there was no problem for him. But when the waves arrived, when he turned towards the waves, he started sinking. He started sinking. He started sinking. Today, my friends, if you are focusing on the Lord, and suddenly some trouble or some waves of misunderstands and waves of the troubles and the waves called tensions will arise, suddenly what we will do, we'll lose our focus towards God, and we'll see the problems and we'll see the troubles and we'll see the things which is happening. Especially in these days, we hearing the news. The corona first wave has done, the second wave come, and the third wave is yet to become. And these waves are very dangerous waves. We know that. So many people hearts are broken and so many people are troubled in their minds, and the families are broken because of the coronavirus. They were thinking and thinking and they were very sad and they are full of fear. There is no hope for them. But God is telling, if you focus on Jesus. See, Peter, until unless he was focusing on Jesus, there was no trouble at all. But once he shifted his mind, once he shifted his eyes, once his heart was disturbed and he looked at the waves of the sea, he started sinking. Today, my friends, so many people are looking at the waves of Corona, but they are not able to look at Jesus. They're not able to focus on God. They're not able to focus on prayer. So that our problems are becoming more and more, and the trouble what we are facing is becoming more and more. Why we are sinking in this problem? Because our focus is not on the God, but our focus on the corona waves. The first wave was a little bit shaky, and the second wave was so hit it very badly, and the people's heart was totally troubled. Everyone is talking and thinking about corona, 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 but no one has focused on God. Peter also was focusing on God before, but once the waves arose and he is not able to control his mind, his heart was with fear and he started to look at the waves. Today, my dear friends, don't look at the waves which is arising at you. Don't look at the troubles which is coming upon you. Don't look at the problems which is surrounded you, but look and focus on God. Focus on Jesus Christ who can save. See what happened when Peter cried at Jesus, Lord, help me. Immediately Jesus, he held the hand of Peter and he made him to arise from the sinking sea. Today, my dear friends, if you are in the same trouble and situation, cry unto God, cry unto Jesus Christ. Focus on Jesus, and Jesus can wake you up, and Jesus can make you feel better, and Jesus can give you strength. Jesus can heal you. Jesus can make your life prosper, and Jesus can make you stand in the time of trouble. Jesus can be with you always. Even the waves are arose upon you. Even the waves are very trouble and very dangerous around you. Jesus can save you. Thank you, my dear friends. Be a believer. Believe in Jesus. Trust in Jesus. Focus on Jesus. Then you can be saved.